Ask anyone who watched the first 2024 presidential debate about the deep dive details of the issues that were discussed, and they might struggle. That's because there were plenty of other concerning things to focus on instead. Donald Trump and Joe Biden's policy proposals are what will ultimately impact the everyday lives of the millions of Americans who will vote in November. But who are we kidding? Now more than ever, optics seem to matter most, perhaps because a reality show star served as president for 4 years and is trying to do so again. With that in mind, many debate viewers seem to have been more focused on what Trump and Biden were doing with their mouths during the debate than on the words coming out of them. In 2020, a body language expert told Nicki Swift that Biden appeared ready to fight during that year's first presidential debate. He had to be prepared to counterpunch at the time because there was always the possibility that Trump would steamroll him with non-stop interruptions.
The radical left. Will you shut up, man? Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
This was not a concern in 2024's first debate, as both he and Biden had their mics cut off when it wasn't their turn to answer questions from CNN's moderators. However, Trump found a way to draw the eye of viewers at home while his opponent was speaking. Instead of moving his lips, Trump shaped them into a Grinch-like grin. He seemed to be conveying the message, "Can you believe what this guy is saying?" As for Biden, his reaction to Trump talking left some viewers dismayed. When it was Donald Trump's turn to speak, Joe Biden's mouth would often drop open and stay that way, as if in disbelief over his opponent's words. It's what he was doing when Trump said,
I've never seen anybody lie like this guy.
Meanwhile, some users on X, formerly known as Twitter, were furious that the debate moderators didn't push back when Trump said something false. But again, what a lot of people were concerned about was optics, and the open mouth look was doing Biden no favors. One viewer posted, "The mouth-opening stares at Trump made him look confused. It was not good." Others pointed to it as evidence supporting the conspiracy theory that Biden would take some sort of performance-enhancing drug ahead of the debate. Trump had promoted it himself by calling for Biden to be drug-tested before their showdown. One who seemed to buy into the theory wrote, "Biden definitely seemed like he was on something. He couldn't even keep his mouth closed." There's a less inflammatory reason that Biden was open-mouthed, though. It wasn't drugs or even shock at Trump's words. He was trying to breathe because he had a cold, according to a source who spoke to The Hill. Though he didn't show a lot of outward signs of it, Trump reportedly tested positive for COVID-19 ahead of the first 2020 presidential debate. Biden seemed considerably more affected by his own illness this time around. That would explain why he sounded so hoarse. It may also be the reason why he was breathing through his mouth. We all know how hard it is to avoid going slack-jawed when you're all congested and can't breathe through your nose. So if Biden did take any drugs before the debate, they were likely of the over-the-counter variety. Even with that excuse, it's possible that when Biden looked at the reactions to his performance and sighed so hard that it cleared his sinuses. One wrote, "It kills me to say this, but Trump has just won the 2024 election. Biden appears frail in voice, body, and mind." Another posted, "Oh my god, Biden is sick and sounds awful. The election may be over." Election day is still over 4 months away. It remains to be seen if it's Biden's coughs that cost him a second term.